to be going over what the presidency looks like. As you know, there is the Capitol event that happens, and in order to become the president, your alliance needs to secure the Capitol with the most points, and somebody gets picked by the R5 of the group that won that battle. You can click on this icon here to see the past presidents that have received it. When you click on the building, you have this manage option here. And so this is where you're going to see across the top, there are 3 tabs. As a president, you are involved in appointing people to positions. There is these settings. So, hey, if we want to be representative of a specific sex, you can select that here. You can affect the flag that will be on the world map for you and your nation. And then we have an option here to pick a specific resource that will become the greatest of abundance, and it has a 4 hour cooldown, and this will increase the world map population of those things. In the packs section, there are packs that you have that you can give out to people that are deserving. There's unfortunately not enough for all the awesome people, so you have to pick between the different tiers, which ones you want to give. When you click on the button, you can come in here and see everybody within your alliance that you want to give a pack to. I think shout out to Candy Pants. She's been burning some flags and being awesome. So I'm going to give her one of these packs. Again, for everybody else, like, I wish there were more packs. If you didn't get one and you watch this, don't be angry at me. You also have this option up here where you can search, and you can even grant packs to people, I believe, that are not within your alliance. So back in the appointment area, what you'll see here is each position has a different associated buff. Being in the presidency, you get a flat 12% boost across these stats. You can assign somebody to be your assistant, and they will have the ability to manage applications and cabinet positions, as I'm going to show for you right now. So you can see here under application info, you'll be able to see a queue, and you can see people that are in line. You would click this or the minus to remove them, so you can adjust. You have the option as well to just come in and appoint somebody if you see that no one's applied for something and you don't want that spot to go to waste. You have that option as well. And the rest of the positions. Marshal is a reduction for recruitment as well as attack and army size boost. The finance chief is a resource output boost and gather speed. The general has fleet speed and army size. The construction chief gets a 10% speed up on buildings. Fleet speed and monster attack for logistics chief. The armaments chief is attack and defense bonus. The chief of staff can recruit quicker and increase your output of resources. And then the scientist finally speeds up the research that you do. You as well, if you want to be mean, can appoint people with negative debuffs. We don't typically do that. These guys that we got here are slurring homophobic things and calling people fat and other rude stuff in nation chat, and just, they deserve to have a debuff. So as you can see, as we come to change our nation's flag, I have made us the GOATs because we were able to pull off winning the Duel of Dominance. If you're the president or the assistant, you'll see this icon here, so you don't have to go back to the building. You can just click on it and it will take you to this cabinet area. A couple of pro tips to keep in mind: try to have your president's assistants swapping in and out so that based on the time zones that people are playing, like if you're the assistant but you're going to be going to bed, you can get somebody else appointed that's, on another shift, so to speak, so that you can keep appointments moving if you don't have them fully scheduled out. It's also a good idea to check in with people because sometimes they want an appointment for a specific activity, and so they put their application in. Unfortunately, only the president and the assistant can actually see how those schedules are lined up for when appointments would happen. So no one has any visibility when they would actually get triggered. So it's a good idea to be proactive and just try and communicate to those people, hey, it looks like you could maybe take this at this point in time, or you're 8 hours out. Does that even make sense? Because sometimes people have already done that activity and they no longer will need that appointment. And if you don't talk to them and you just have it scheduled, they'll take it over and they won't even be able to use it. So again, a little proactive communication on your part is helpful for maximizing how these buffs get given out. A couple of other things, this can be used, they can be given to people in other alliances. It doesn't have to just be within your own alliance. So the mechanics of this are kind of annoying. You can see here that there's a countdown. So this person, Gasly, he's holding this for 2 hours and 38 minutes more. It's likely that he's already done the activities that he wants to do with this. Unfortunately, if you are to revoke this appointment, it won't allow you to put somebody else into this cabinet position until that time has expired. I saw stuff online that there is a way to supposedly game this. I think that they have patched things since, because there is no combination of activities that I can find where you can cycle people through a specific cabinet role and get around this time limit. What you can do is, if Gasly pops in to take this marshal and then he says, okay, I've done what I need to, you could then move him to another unassigned position and he'll immediately get the benefit. Let's say if I had moved him over to construction chief or something like that. But Marshall will still be held up for the time limit window, and no one else can take it until that time has passed. Last thing I think that I encourage people to do is within your alliance leadership group, it's good to be proactively thinking. You know when these events are going to happen for the Capitol. It's good to have talked beforehand and already have an idea of who you want to be appointed as the next president, so that you can take that action right away, as well as consider the buffs, how they'll be most useful around specific types of events. So for global conquest specifically, like the capital rotation, if you take it, you'll actually have it for a couple of weeks instead of just one. So there's certain timings around events that it makes sense to be thoughtful about who you're going to appoint so that they can maximize those benefits. If you are the president or the assistant, you won't be able to take any of these other cabinet positions. Pretty much wraps it up, and I hope this was helpful.